In my previous video, I talked about how to unlock the Crafter Cape and the Builder Cape either by going to TwitchCon or watching Minecraft Live, and I just want to make another video talking about those two capes and what you should think about, whether the pros or the cons of each cape before you try to unlock them. Minecraft are known to bringing out a new cape for physical events that you have to attend in order to unlock them, but obviously now they are thinking about everyone and bringing out a new cape for those who maybe can't afford to go to an event, which is why we have two new capes that look very similar. Now, I first want to talk about the positives surrounding the Crafter Cape because number one, it feels genuinely rare, and this is probably the biggest selling point surrounding this cape alone, because unlike online drops, the Crafter Cape requires a TwitchCon ticket for you to physically attend this event, and also participation in activities in return for a code for you to unlock this cape in-game. That aspect alone instantly makes this cape feel prestigious, and players can show it off and say, hey look, I attended the physical TwitchCon event, and yeah, no one else can get this unless they go too. And there's obviously been a lot of backlash in the past about, paywalling a cape behind a physical event, but obviously if you do have the ability to go to the event and unlock that, then that is kind of some sort of accolade to add to your collection. Number two is the fact that it creates a real-world Minecraft memory. People won't just remember the cosmetic itself, they'll remember meeting the creators they saw at the event, attending Minecraft Live and listening to all of the amazing announcements, participating in fun challenges, or just the general travel to TwitchCon alone, because if you like traveling and you like events, then obviously it's going to be a pretty remarkable time for yourself. That emotional connection gives the cape more meaning than a simple Twitch drop, right? Rather than just unlocking it in game and going, oh yeah, this is what I got, you can look at the cape and it might bring back all of the memories and all of the fun times you had at that physical attending event. I feel like it might give the cape more rarity in a sense that it's personal rather than rare across players, right? Because although you might get it by going to a physical event and those who attended the event with you can also get it, if you've got a nice story, a nice memory from the event to tell in a way that shows how you got that cape, then you can literally tell that story to the other person. So rather than going, oh yeah, I went to this and this is what I got, if you've got a story, it makes it somewhat more rare in your own way, which I think is kind of magical. Number three is that the unlock process is actually creative and has been thought about, because players need to collect emerald stickers and complete Minecraft themed activities way before even redeeming the cape. So obviously you have to attend the event, scan your ticket, but then you also need to collect these emerald stickers and get involved in the action in order to redeem and unlock your cape. With that being said, that also adds some extra rarity. Rather than just attending the event and getting it there and then and, leaving after the first hour, it actually requires you to get involved in the event. That's far more interesting than saying, oh yeah, just sit there and watch a stream for 15 minutes or, stand here in line and attend the event for 15 minutes and then go home. You could actually compare it to an in-game quest which is brought into real life, and it allows you to experience the game in a different way that you never imagined. Now let's move on to the negative side of the Crafter Cape, because number one is that most players will never realistically actually get it, and this is the biggest criticism by far. This is kind of the biggest argument we've seen from players in the past, is that Minecraft are used to paywalling capes behind physical events. So, for those people who might not be able to attend the event or even afford it, they're not going to get that cape. They're completely going to miss out. And obviously many players might not be able to afford travel, buy tickets, get visas, take time off work or school. So the cape instantly becomes inaccessible to most of the community. In this instance, there's also another argument, is the fact that TwitchCon is in Europe this time. So, this cape is kind of almost exclusive to Europe players. Not everyone's going to be able to afford to travel over to Europe, especially if they're not from Europe. And obviously it's going to create more costs, more stress, and more rarity, but also more arguments across the community and more people missing out. Number two is that this will encourage FOMO. So what that means is basically a fear of missing out. Players already discuss future rarity, resale value, account value, permanent exclusivity, for example, instead of simply enjoying the actual cosmetic itself. This can create unhealthy pressure for people to purchase a ticket, especially if they can't afford it, right? There might be a load of people out there who might not actually be able to afford it, but they feel pressured into thinking, actually, I need to buy this ticket right now. Obviously, we're not saying that Minecraft is doing that directly. We're not saying that's their intent, but the fear of missing out can sometimes create unhealthy pressure that you might not even be able to see or even know about yourself. If you can't afford it, it's very simple. Don't bother attending the event. It will be absolutely fine. There'll be many more opportunities that you can attend. You know, don't just scrap it all for just one cape, because you don't want to put yourself in a position that you can't get yourself out of. And number 3 is kind of related to the last one as well, because this could increase account scams and selling. As you know, there has been a massive history of people reselling rare Minecraft capes, especially the capes that you have to attend physical events for. Before you know it, before long, they end up on marketplaces for such ridiculous prices. So if you can't afford to go to the event, don't even buy one of those, especially because the majority of the marketplaces that sell these capes are false anyway. So number 1, don't get scammed. Like, if you can't afford to go to the event, be sensible about it. Just, appreciate the fact that you might not unlock the cape, because the last thing you want is to fall into the trap of getting scammed by some website that claims they have hundreds of these crafters capes, and by the way, they don't. Because guess what? Sometimes if you find yourself in that trap, rare capes historically lead to hacked accounts, account selling, or scams, and the rarer the cape becomes, the more valuable those accounts may appear to collectors. So not only will you get yourself into a whirlwind of falling deeper and deeper into a trap, but you could quite literally put your own account at risk. Now, I'm not saying this is the cape design itself that's causing this problem, but it is obviously a worldwide problem that happens a lot with rare capes, so just keep that in mind. So now it's time to move on to the positives surrounding the builder's cape, because number 1 is that almost everyone can actually participate in getting this cape. This is the builder's cape's biggest strength, because players worldwide can watch the stream, connect their account, or participate from home with no travel required whatsoever. This is where the players have a big smile on their face, because it makes that cape feel community driven rather than exclusive, and obviously there's nothing really monetary involved. All you have to do is spare a few moments of your time to watch and tune in to the Minecraft live stream, and then it's literally as easy as that. You will then easily unlock the cape in that way, and that is what people were obviously having an argument about before. Rather than just having a cape, where you have to pay for an event, but then why not have another cape for occasions like this that makes it easier for the community? And this is exactly what players are happy with. Number 2 is that it rewards active fans, so people who genuinely tune in to Minecraft Live and watch it religiously, support the game, watch all of the announcements, or even engage with the creators involved with Minecraft Live. So for those of you who like to watch Minecraft Live, although, many of the events haven't been quote-unquote live in the past, if you still watch it religiously, it's technically a reward for you guys who have always supported these events. So it's a nice way to give back to the community in a sense that gets everyone involved, as well as those people who are die-hard fans of Minecraft Live in general. I actually like the fact that this one is going to be a live stream, because guess what? Who would have thought that a few times they have actually done Minecraft Live in a pre-recorded fashion? So yeah, the fact that this time it's going to be live streamed, we can all kind of team up together, talk together while a live stream is happening, and all earn the cape at the same time. People always say that Minecraft can be such a lonely game, and sometimes it can, but when you've got community-driven events like this for something that you can all unlock at the same time, it brings everyone closer together and allows you to cherish the game in a way you've never done so before. And of course, the third positive on this list is the fact that it will build excitement around Minecraft Live as a whole, because viewer rewards increase live stream engagement, social media buzz, live reactions, and of course, more and more creator coverage. So the fact that this event is now officially live streamed because, for the reason that it's at TwitchCon, then hopefully more and more people talk about that. Minecraft enjoy the recognition because, they're actually doing it live now and doing something for everyone. So if they enjoy that recognition, if they get the recognition they are looking for, then hopefully that will improve Minecraft Live further on into the future, and hopefully they will stay live events also. The whole point of Minecraft Live is to be an event, not a presentation that was pre-recorded probably 2 weeks ago, with no kind of connection connection as to what's happening 2 weeks later. It just makes the most sense to have it live, have it where people can come together and support each other in this journey of unlocking new things. And hopefully Minecraft see that and stick to that aspect of things. Even if you have a lot of friends, it might not be lonely to you, but for those people who might not have a lot of friends, they rely on these live events. They rely on these community-driven quests in order to kind of meet new people and get ahead of their day. So yeah, bringing people together in that sense, I think is really nice, and I'm all for supporting it as long as Minecraft actually listen to the community and continue doing it in this approach. At the end of the day, they're a business, right? It's why they're doing this partnership with TwitchCon as well. Yes, it's fun for the community, but I guarantee there are some higher ups there that are thinking of the business side of things as well. And if they do get that recognition, then hopefully those businessmen can kind of, okay, maybe we need to do this more often. You'd like to think so anyway, right? So let's move on to the negatives of the Builder Cape. Number one is that it might not feel very special because many more players can actually unlock it, whereas some people may view it as less prestigious, less memorable, less impressive, and there's less wow factor compared to an event exclusive cape. Now, as I said before, I do think it's really nice of them to do 2 separate capes for 2 separate people. You know, the people who can afford to go to physical events and the other people who might not be able to afford it. But at the same time, I do feel like these 2 designs do somewhat clash together. Yes, the pickaxe is kind of different to the other one, but rather than just turning a few textures upside down or upright, why not add something like, you know, a small trim to go on the side of the cape, you know, to make it that little bit more exclusive to the Builder's Cape. I do feel like the Builder's Cape is very similar to the Crafter's Cape, and I feel like it needs something. I'm not sure what it is, and it's very hard to describe, but I just feel like the capes, although the pickaxes are completely the opposite sides, I do feel like there needs to be a little more of something there to, you know, divide the exclusivity between the capes. I'm not sure if that makes sense, but I would love to see some sort of like, you know, think of like armor trims, for example, right? I would love to see a trim for this cape exclusively, or at least for the Crafter's Cape, to make the Crafter's Cape look more exclusive than the Builder's Cape, because obviously it is more exclusive. But obviously right now, it's very difficult to kind of tell the other from the other. And the most obvious one, which is number 2, is that Twitch drop systems can actually be really frustrating. Now, this might not, although they're doing it through TwitchCon, it might not require the Twitch drop system per se. However, we have had this in the past where players are frequently complaining about drops not tracking, or the campaigns disappearing, or they're having account linking issues, redemption delays. This already has happened with previous Minecraft Twitch campaigns in the past, so obviously sometimes getting the cape becomes more harder than it actually should be. And this one shouldn't be difficult to get because, you know, unlike the Crafter's Cape, it's not that rare. It doesn't require a lot whatsoever. So if they make it difficult to get due to their own system, it's going to be really frustrating. Number 3 is one that I guarantee is going to happen because it happens with many of these, you know, Twitch drop events or events where you have to unlock something. Number 3 is that it will encourage AFK viewing, which means many viewers will mute the stream or leave it running in the background and don't actually watch the contents within inside of it, which artificially inflates the live stream numbers to make it seem like it's a, you know, a popular event than what it actually is. I was going to say that I was worried about this, but in actual fact, I think Minecraft should be the ones, or, you know, Mojang should be the ones who are worried about this because, yes, they want their, you know, live stream to be popular and they want people to be active, but at the same time, if it's inflating live stream numbers, they're going to get a false representation of how well their event has actually done. Now, it begs the question as to whether or not they will actually care about that. Will they just care about the numbers? It doesn't matter that they're fake anyway because we're getting all these viewers. Or are they going to really think about those people and somehow figure out how to get more people engaging in the live stream aspect of it? It's a really tough cookie to crack for them, and I absolutely understand it. But I guarantee you, that is going to be one of their biggest problems. So they've somehow got to find a balance between how to, you know, spread apart their active members and their not so active members, and you know, those people who are just AFK watching. And if they can somehow figure out to get those people involved, then that would be even better for them. Now, again, as a player, you might not be bothered about that anyway, but obviously this can deeply influence what their approach will be in the future. You know, so whether or not they decide, okay, let's just go back to pre-recorded videos, for example, it could influence that. So although it doesn't directly affect us from that aspect, it can influence Minecraft's decision in the near future. And obviously, we as the players and as a community, we want this to be the best it can possibly be forever. So yeah, we've really got to think about and kind of help them here. Like, if you can somehow engage in the stream and, you know, have fun, then please do so. In fact, I'm going to be watching the Minecraft live stream because I'm not going to the event physically, but I will be in the stream to unlock the Builder's Cape. So if you are in there and you see me in there, feel free to say hello. I will speak with you in the chats. But I do feel like that although Minecraft are doing 2 separate capes for 2 separate people, which again is really good of them, it still somewhat has a cape exclusivity problem. And in all honesty, I don't think they truly know how to solve these. I don't think there is really a proper way of solving many of these issues they're having with their cape exclusivity problem, because let's be honest, like, we've had it many times in the past and it'll probably happen many times again. But this is a sign that some things are getting better, right? The fact that Minecraft Live is actually live this time at TwitchCon with a community-driven event, something that everyone can unlock, that is a step forward in the right direction, and we should all be excited about that. So if you are excited and you're ready to unlock these capes, then give this video a like, click subscribe, and share it with your friends. Minecraft Live is going to be an insane one this time because we're going to have many announcements about the new game drops, probably Minecraft Dungeons 2 as well, so there's lots of exciting things coming our way, and I hope you're all looking forward to it just as much as I am. Thank you for watching. If you want to see another video from me, then click this one on the screen right now, or watch my entire playlist to the right of the screen, and I hope to see you all over there.